1 out of 10. It's awful. But that was kind of expected. So while I'm thinking about it, while I'm remembering before I forget, I am still planning on seeing the 1517 to Paris and Early Man, but a lot of stuff has been happening. The biggest is that it has snowed to the point that my brother doesn't have school tomorrow, and that the roads are kind of bad. So, uh, didn't get to go to something tonight, but gonna go to something tomorrow, hopefully. But then Thursday night, probably nothing. But then Friday night, hopefully. But then, I'll hopefully get something tomorrow so that it's not 4 things or 5 things actually. But yeah, so that's just I'll just keep it short because I want this video to be short. I love the movie. Loved it as a kid. Love it now. Um, I you know it's a classic in my book. I mean, I love it, and I watched it again today, and like I didn't like it as much, and like I didn't maybe even like it, but it's got a place in like classic movies for me at least. So even though I mean I didn't hate it, it just was not quite as good as I was expecting it to be. Um, I thought there should have been maybe a little more Winona Ryder and Christian Slater together. Not that there wasn't. It probably was enough. Like I feel like if there would have been more, I would have said there was too much. So I guess there's nothing to complain about. But it just I don't know. It didn't. I didn't like it as much. But anyways, this isn't a review of that. It's a classic in my book, and this ruined it. I would have been more okay with like a sequel or um like a reboot, I guess, like a sequel, but a reboot. I think that's where like you make a sequel, except it's not connected. I'm really trying to think of what a reboot is right now because I'm calling it a remake. But it's funny. Sometimes I'll call something a reboot and then try to think of what a remake is. Well, no, I pretty much always know that a remake is like the exact same thing, just new. Anyway, so this is a remake, and that's the worst possible way it could have done. This would have worked so much better as a like set in the same world or a sequel or as a show that is just similar enough to Heathers that they call Heathers, or a show that's not similar to Heathers that they call Heathers to get people in. This just was ruined by the fact that it was a remake, and I was looking at it as a remake. I mean, I was also looking at it as not a remake, but I was looking at it as a remake. And I mean, it's not unfair to do that because that's what it is. Veronica is fine. She honestly wasn't that bad, but she was like the biggest thing that I thought, man, you know what? If she wasn't trying to, if she didn't have to live up to Winona Ryder, well, I mean, that's a little less of an issue because it's a remake, but if she didn't have to live up to that character, she would have been like, I would have probably loved her, but as Veronica Sawyer, it just didn't work for me. And then, oh my god, JD was just awful. Um, Even if he was good, he just does not look like, I don't know, he looks like a, not that JD wasn't attractive, but he looks like a jock that just is like in a rebel phase, whereas JD looked like an attractive rebel, you know. Um, and then the Heathers. First off, one of them's a guy, which I don't have a problem with, except that seems more like the thing that you would do when it's not a remake. But when you're trying to remake it, I would say keep it the same, just update the time. Like, as same as possible, just more current. Um, and maybe I wouldn't care as much if he had been at all remotely good, but he sucked and the character sucked. And then there was the other Heather was an Asian girl and she was just kind of whatever. But the lead Heather was an overweight woman, which was very interesting because the whole point of the Heathers in the first place was that they were very attractive, very popular, and that's what made them suck. This, it's just a bitch. Just your average person that's a bitch. And then they do more bullying in this, which, sorry that this video is long, by the way, which is like, I didn't like as much, because like in the first one, they were just bitches, but like, kind of, you know, you expect it, and it's not okay, but like, it's okay, and they do like the passive aggressive, like, girl to girl stuff, but like this, they were like, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but honestly, who cares, but it also doesn't really matter, like, in the long run, but they were trying to get this, they were forcing this, they were like telling this jock, take your shirt off, because he was wearing a shirt that was offensive to like, which this was just stupid, offensive to like this one guy that was like 1/16th the thing, and it's like, are you serious right now? You're gonna be that angry that you make him take his shirt off? That frustrated me. And by the way, that guy, if you watch this, which you shouldn't have, but if you did, or you just want to look it up, it's the guy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which I really did not expect him to look so much like he did as a kid, but also to look as, like, good as he did. Like, I was, you know, a lot of those kid actors that you don't really see from anything, kind of just, like, I don't know, it was really shocking. Like, he looked like he should have been in more stuff. Like, it seemed like he should have gone somewhere. So he looked normal. Like, he looked like, honestly, if I hadn't realized it was the guy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl, I would have probably been like, where's this guy from? So, I don't know. But anyways, just, it's, as a remake, there's nothing good about it. There's stuff that's better than others, but just none of it's really good. As a not remake, it's still very bad, but it's better. And to be honest, it would maybe work if it would have been on the CW. But this, just the Paramount Network spike has been screwing up. I mean, Waco was just... And then this, like, they're not the same... Like, what kind of shows are they doing? You know? I mean, I guess network channels kind of just... The big four kind of just do a multitude of things, but, like... I don't know, this is like a serious, like, maybe even trying to Emmy bait. I don't know if that's a thing. And then this is like something like a ripoff of the CW. Or is there another network? Freeform? Yeah, so it just, I don't know. There's nothing good about this. And the way that it tries to call back to the original movie is stupid. And, like, I felt like I was watching the movie. Like, it wasn't just like, I don't know, they were trying to do the main story of the movie, but differently. Like, they were trying to retell it. Like, it was like if the movie got made into a show. It just, I can't say anything good about this. The only good thing that I can say that's like a actual pro is that Veronica, she was fine. If you take her out of being Veronica, if you just think of a star, I think she would have worked. And she's the kind of person that I would believe to be angry at them. And so I really wish that this wasn't a remake. But this is not going anywhere. And if it does, I'm going to be 100% shocked. Because, I mean, this just has nothing going for it. It's awful. I said 1 out of 10 at the beginning, and it was in the description, so you didn't have to watch this video, so it's, I guess, okay that it's long, but again, sorry that it's long. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you liked the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below, have you seen this? If you have, what you think about it. You know, I really want to see Game Night and Annihilation, but I don't know how quickly those are going to get out, because one of them I said I'd see with my mom, and then the other one I said I'd see with my dad, so... And then the other two, one I said I'd see with my mom, and the other one I'd see with my mom, said I'd see with my mom and my dad, so, you know. I'm not really seeing stuff by myself anymore anyways, I've said that before. But anyways, I want to go over 10 minutes, so once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.